Hey, welcome to the NBA store.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you, bro. I'm good for now.
Okay, thanks for stopping in. See you next time.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show. And we have a special announcement that tonight's broadcast has been canceled.
So how's that announcement? How we're here then?
April Fool!
Oh, you fool. I was like, what? I was getting ready to leave. You got me. Man, you got me, Ernie, because I was getting ready to leave. Man, I was packing up.
That is hilarious. And it is Wizard basketball tonight as the Washington Wizards go up against the Chicago Bulls in their house, United Center. Chicago is one of the teams right now playing very consistently. It's been a fantastic season for them, and this could be one of its most memorable nights as a win here gives them the best record in the league. And in this next one,
welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA, but the bad news is there is no basketball, there is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Doris Burke. And we've got David Aldridge on the sideline. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. They're still compensating for the loss of Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, I hear you, Kevin. But really, it's an issue for both teams with regard to the injury situation. So it's a matter of which team can rise up and show the fortitude necessary to play through those injuries and still come out on top.
You know, this is exactly why you acquire depth. It's why your front office is constantly working to add guys who can contribute.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So the Wizards 5 right now. Morris and Gortat together down low. The explosive backcourt is Wall and Beal at the 1 and 2. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. Doris, 2 terrific defenses going at it tonight. Most people expect a low-scoring contest. How do you go about getting points in a game like this?
Well, against high-caliber defenses, one thing you have to do is be patient, work your offense into the second and third options, but most importantly, Kev, you've got to take care of that rock. That's a nice little outside-in play right there. Good feed into the post and a solid finish.
It's Brown with the drive. Comes up empty down low.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Now, here's Oubre. 9 points last game out.
You see the athleticism and the length. Oubre able to get his shot off inside. That's a high percentage look for that young man.
Mirotic, a screen on Wall. Brown the pass to Mirotic. He kicks to Valentine. Here's DJ. That one's not going to go. And it's Washington the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
Wall, no luck. The Bulls have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And a wide open look for DJ. They get it back. Back to Mirotic. Takes the 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Mirotic has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Wall kicks to Morris for 3. Wall's shot is off.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
It's Beal on the wing. Passes to Gortat. Back to Beal. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
I tell you, that's physical defense. Bradley Beal being aggressive, maintains his focus, finishes through contact. Exactly what you want from this guy.
Now here's Levine. 11 points for him in that last game against the Magic in Orlando.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
And Wall kicks to Oubre. He dishes it to Beal. Gortat with the screen for Beal. Off the pick. It's hauled in by the Bulls. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And really the difference maker on that night, it's their ability to knock down shots from beyond.
Well, I think, Greg, that's where basketball has shifted, right? The 3 ball is so important nowadays, and they completely took advantage of it.
And our Hall of Famer David Aldridge had a chance to speak with Scott Brooks. David?
Well, Kevin, I asked him what the strategy was offensively, and he said, look, we want to avoid having to take so many outside shots. They want to exploit what he described as a mismatch inside. He said, we have the talent down low to make things very difficult on those guys, and we're going to use it. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Gortat dishes the Wall. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. I think everyone can now agree that John Wall is one of the better point guards in the NBA.
No doubt. At this point, when you factor in his production, he's got to be in the top 5, if not top 3 guards in the league. One of the better passers we have as well. It's just hard to find guards that can create so easily the way Wall can.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one drops.
And last season, I think we saw just what could be a preview of what the Washington Wizards can be moving forward, right? They return to the second round of the playoffs. They have a clear core and strength to build around for the future.
He doesn't get the second one. And Doris, as you mentioned, it had been a roller coaster of season finishes for the Wizards over the last few years. Now they know exactly where they stand.
You know, Kevin, I think equally important, they know the destination they want to get to. John Wall has shown he is an elite talent in the NBA who can carry them in a postseason series. And I think as long as Wall is there, this team has an opportunity to contend in the East.
Morris. No good off the front iron.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
And right now, they have all the momentum. I mean, just look at the score.
No, there's no doubt. You can see it. The lead continues to grow. They're not slowing down. I love the pressure they're applying.
Now, here's Wall. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story. And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field.
Back to Beal. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Now we come to expect John Wall will make the right play, creates yet another open look.
In the corner, Valentine with it. Launches it. Rebounded by the Wizards. Gortat's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Off target from outside. And out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotic. Some changes for Chicago. Markkanen, he's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Valentine. And Wells is subbed in for Levine. And then for Washington, Mahimi's checked in for Gortat. Jody Meeks comes in for Oubre. And Tim Frazier's subbed in for John Wall. Now, here's Meeks. He's coming off a 16-point game against Charlotte. The feed to Frazier. 5 to shoot. Here's Beal, and it's blocked by Mirotic. Here's Markkanen, and the Bulls with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Morris outside. Frazier outside. Back to Morris. Here's Wells. Here's Brown. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now Frazier, 9 points last game. Pass to Meeks. Morris outside. Meeks on the wing. Outside Beal. Clock at 6. Makes it off the glass. Beal's got 8 points.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
Brown, good.
You know, not a good start for him offensively. Just 2 of 8 from the field, but his confidence has not waned.
Morris outside. Back to Beal. Over Wells. And that one goes long.
Well, the defense trying to get out on him, but he's left with the open shot. He's got to make that one.
And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Wells has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Mahimi. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
The other thing it does, Greg, it opens up the floor, right? The other team had 0 answer for their outside shooting in that one.
The Bulls shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. No good on the free throw.
And Markkanen is a perfect candidate for that stretch 4. Outstanding at pulling the trigger from deep and not afraid to go inside and bang with the other bigs.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Chicago. And a switcher also for Washington. Scott's checked in, and Beal kicks to Scott. Nice ball movement by Washington. And it's Beal in the corner. Mahimi a screen. Off the pick. Beal can't get it to go. The Bulls leading by 11. Down low. Tries again. The kick out to Brown. And again, Chicago. No good.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
Here's Mahimi. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Brown, good.
Boy, the contact on that shot pretty clear to everyone but the officials. Credit to GJ for not letting it affect him.
Here's Beal. Following the basket by DJ. And stolen by DJ. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Frazier. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. 15 seconds left to play here in the first. And DJ with the basket on the assist from Wells. 8 points for DJ.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
And so it's Chicago with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And John Wall spoke prior to the game. He talked about the
defensively just being that gritty.
The Wizards not exactly the first team that you think of when it comes to gritty and grimy team defense, but maybe he's really got a point here in how tough the Washington defense can be.
And you don't get there without the defense. I'm especially impressed that Wall has that mindset.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Not at all. Every time they get the ball, they're looking to burn the defense in transition.
So on the floor for Washington, Scott is out there with Smith. Then it's Jody Meeks. Then there's Frazier. And it's Mahimi in at the center. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Magic delivered quite a performance. He finished with 36 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Hey, David, thank you. Any chance he can match that, guys, and that performance again here tonight?
I tell you what, I know he believes he can. His confidence right now is sky high, and he doesn't think there's anybody that can stop him.
Well, there might not be, because he's coming into this game thinking he can be just as dominant as he was the last time he took the floor.
Here's Felicio, and that one hits back iron. Wizards trail by 17. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Wells. No good that time. Now Washington takes it the other way.
I'll tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
Frazier against Brown. Now here's Frazier. Tight defense on him, and he makes that one. Smith's got his first points of the game.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Wells. He's guarded by Meeks. Here's Felicio. Up and in from the low block. And the Bulls lead by 17. So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Doris, we talk about speed and quickness being a difference maker on offense. Which players really use those attributes to? The Bulls leading by 15. Pass to Levine, to the wing on the left, beyond the arc. And there's Mirotic on the assist by Levine. 14 points for Nikola Mirotic.
Yeah, Levine finding the open man. The difference for him right now, playing under control.
Here's Wall. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
DJ passes to Markkanen. Brown outside. Washington with the rebound.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
There's the pass to Gortat. Brown against Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Wall dishes to Morris. Outside, Beal. No good with the triple.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit. Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Wizards trail by 18. Morris with a screen on Brown. And Wall kicks to Morris. Inside. Gortat, the pass to Wall. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
Yeah, way too much standing around in this quarter. They should look to get it inside for more high percentage chances.
You know, I think we can get intoxicated with the offensive end where John Wall is just so stellar at the point guard position. But this guy's athleticism allows him to be disruptive on the defensive end. He does a great job creating turnovers.
Wells, he's checked in for Levine. That one misses for Wall. And Doris, the turnovers you mentioned that Wall creates that are so valuable, he'll knock a ball loose and convert on the other end.
Well, he can do so many things on the defensive end, right, Kev? The steals have always been there. He's one of the best shot blockers at the point guard position because of his athleticism and his ability to come up with those chase down blocks with the speed and wingspan. Truly a thing of beauty.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. Remarkable effort, getting as high percentage a look as you can really get.
Fires the three. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that.
Beal dishes to Wall. Feeds to Mahinmi. Back to Wall. Shoots over Wells. That misses off the backboard.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Now here's Brown. He picked up 36 points in their last one against Orlando.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wall. Again, the miss by Wall.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
And so it's Chicago, controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen. Mirotic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, what a shot in the arm he gave them in that first half. The three ball just kept falling.
Yeah, Greg, this guy phenomenal from distance, dropping in 3 after 3 after 3, and the defense has got to make an adjustment.
Mirotic at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Brown out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Valentine in at the 3. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. Morris with the screen for Wall. The dish to Morris. Kicks it to Beal. The Wizards working the ball around now. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And that's 11 points for Beal.
How quick is that release? And it's 3 on the board. Beal doing what he does best.
DJ kicks to LaVine. Shoots over Beal. Morris with the rebound. Wizards trail by 17. Left side, Beal. Wall against Brown. The 11-footer, and it's blocked by Brown.
Gentlemen, DJ diving into the classics, knocking twice on the pipes on that rejection.
Here's Levine. Connects on the 17-footer. Levine's got his second basket.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Well, typically speaking, transition points are high percentage looks. Get out and go. That's their philosophy.
Morris outside. Levine against Beal. Over Levine. Here's Gortat, the second chance effort, and he lays it up and in.
Now, Gortat is a space eater, and you've got to put a body on or he's going to burn you with putbacks like he did there.
Here's Brown, and the layup's good off the glass. DJ's got 13.
Well, everything starts with a great pass, right? That's really pretty.
Washington calls timeout. Doris, what an honor. Inducted into your college's Hall of Fame, something not many of us can say. What does that kind of honor do for the confidence for you personally going forward?
You know what? Providence College is a place that means a great deal to me. So what that Hall of Fame induction did was just remind me of all the special memories that I shared with my teammates. I'm close with many of them today. And Kevin, you know this. You know, if you've ever been inside a locker room, it's those moments when you're laughing until your stomach hurts. I'd say we were the Hall of Fame fun team. That's what I'd say.
I think we're on the fun team here on 2K. Beal against Mirotic. Lets it go with a three. Beal can't get that one to fall.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Shot by Brown. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. DJ's got 4 points this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
But they recover it. Oubre passes to Wall. Morris with the screen for Wall. Oubre, offensive rebound. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. 13 points in the game.
Beal seeing an opportunity to hit the glass, knows how to come up with a big-time offensive rebound.
Brown kicks to Mirotic. For three, Levine. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Gortat with a screen on Brown. Here's Wall. Another one falls for Washington.
Yeah, the defense didn't bother him right there. Wall able to convert.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And throughout his career, Doris, Marcin Gortat, a player who you can always consider a double-double threat.
Right, he's a pro's pro. Marcin Gortat knows every night you're going to get great effort from me. I'm going to battle on the glass. I'm going to do all the dirty work inside.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Felicio's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Mirotic. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Zach LaVine. Then for the Wizards, Smith checked in for Gortat. Mike Scott comes in for Morris, and it's Jody Meeks in for Kelly Oubre. DJ passes to Portis, and stolen by Scott. And here we go, Washington fast break. Wasted no time on that one. Here's Brown, 15 points in the game. To the middle. From the baseline. Rebound by the Wizards. Smith's got his third rebound tonight. Wall dishes to Scott. They set the pick. From the line. And the shot falls short this time.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
DJ kicks to Portis. The wide open look here for Holiday. It's good from long range. Holiday's got 6.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Dishes it to Beal. Here's Scott. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Bulls leading by 18. Brown the pass to Portis. Now here's Valentine. Not a lot of room. Wall with a block.
Now you see the wingspan and the timing by John Wall. What a defensive effort.
Shot clock at 3, and it's Brown missing. Wizards trail by 18. And Wall kicks to Meeks. Beal gets a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Beal's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Washington. To the paint, it's taken away by Smith. Here's Meeks. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 6 assists in the game. Brown the pass to Felicio. Another shot. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
He just punishes you on the backboard. I mean, it's pretty deflating for a team trailing big and still giving up second chance opportunities.
You know, I think he senses a team on the ropes, and he's looking to put them away. That killer instinct is shining through once again.
And the Bulls making a change here. Wells is checked in. Here's Mahimi. Knocks down the 10-footer.
Well, listen, if you're going to let Mahimi square up from the mid-range, you may be in for a surprise. This guy has worked diligently on that aspect of his game.
They set the pick. Looking to end his cold spell. Passes to Wells. Brown outside. And there's Wells. That's good on the assist by Brown. And it's 8 points for Shammy Wells.
Boy, I'm not sure how DJ is able to make that pass. That's phenomenal. He must have eyes in the back of his head.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Doris, with defensive rules now allowing teams to play a sort of soft zone, does that make it easier to hide bad defensive players on your team?
Well, it certainly gives you one avenue. I don't think you can play zone in the NBA for any extended periods because the coaching is too good and the skill level of the players would destroy a zone if you gave a steady diet of it. I do believe, however, that hiding a defensive weakness comes down to personnel. How many can you hide on one particular floor? Somebody's going to get exposed somewhere if there's too many.
No doubt.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And you got to admire the inside game of Wells. Terrific at getting room to get that one off.
Wizards trail by 18. The feed to Meeks. Beal against Holiday. The Wizards working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. Mahimi a screen. Beal, that's for 2. That doesn't go either for Beal.
I'll tell you, he's had a tough night. And if you're going to shake out of a slump, he's not going to do it with those kinds of shots.
Out to the right wing. Frazier against Brown. Here's Portis. Right through the D for the layup. Portis has got his first 2 points.
Well, Mouse in the house. He recognizes the size advantage and goes right to the rim. Good aggressive play.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. These players have excelled at setting up their teammates this month. The 2K leaderboard shows us the recent assist leaders. DJ number 1. Third, John Wall.
If you look at the work of these 2 players over that period, you might have to say we're looking at the 2 best passers in the NBA.
Back to Brown. He feeds it to Wells. Holiday against Beal. Holiday dishes to DJ. That's tipped. Here's Beal. He's got 16. Here's Meeks. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Frazier against Brown. Here's Wells. And the 3 off target. Wizards trail by 20. And Beal kicks to Frazier. Smith on the wing. He dishes it to Mahimi. Shot to stop the run. And that's 2 points on the layup. Mahimi's got 6.
You know, throwing his weight around inside, Mahimi goes up against pressure and gets it to fall.
Here's Brown. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Bulls have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. That free throw good from Brown.
And guys, with DJ, you can see his appreciation for the game, right? And for the work it took to get here. He doesn't take anything for granted. I love it.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Chicago. Gortat's checked in for Washington. Oubre comes in for Bradley Beal. Frazier kicks to Meeks. Frazier outside. Takes a three. Meeks can't hit. The Bulls leading by 20. Outside, Levine. And here is DJ. 17 points in the game. Inside. And there's Wells. That's good on the assist by DJ. Wells has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Mahinmi a screen. Here's the screen. Meeks outside. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 9.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
What a performance for DJ. He's been the story for Chicago. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Wizards shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. So on the floor for Washington, Frazier is out there with Jody Meeks. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. Then it's Gortat, and it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. Frazier the pass to Mahinmi, and Mahinmi with the stuff.
Now, Kevin, that's pure power, pure effort. Jan Mahinmi going to the rack with bad intentions.
Mirotic's shot is off. Wizards trail by 20. Meeks dishes to Oubre. There's a screen by Gortat. And Meeks kicks to Gortat. And it goes down 2 points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Brown, rebounded by the Wizards. Oubre's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Lopez with the block.
You have to be a fan of how Robin Lopez refuses to give any shot a free pass. He'll block and challenge anything.
Oubre passes to Frazier. Oubre kicks to Mahinmi. Oubre with it. 6 to shoot. Back to Mahinmi. Over Markkanen. Here's Gortat. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Markkanen. And then for Washington, Markieff Morris comes in for Mahinmi. And John Wall subbed in for Jody Meeks. Pass to Lopez. Here's Mirotic. And again, Chicago, no good. Wizards trail by 15. Oubre sets the screen for Wall. Shoots over Brown. Wall, no luck.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
You know, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Gortat. Lopez with the block. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Mirotic gets the bucket.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
Gortat with a screen on Brown. Here's Wall. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Boy, he hasn't given them much of anything tonight. He's got to look for his own shot a little less and keep the ball moving.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Wizards trail by 19. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. He kicks it to Morris. Frazier outside. Morris a screen. Here's Oubre. They get it again. Goes back up. Morris, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Brown against Wall. Brown kicks to Lopez. The shot, no good. Gortat with the defensive effort. Washington shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. And Morris throws it down.
Well, this is what you like to see from Morris, being aggressive. Hammer it down with authority, big man.
Here's Brown. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Of course, it seems like individual all-star and MVP voting is heavily influenced by how players' teams perform. Is that a good thing?
Well, I will say this, Kevin. I have a vote in some of the postseason awards. And if, in fact, I've got 2 players at the same position and I need some line of demarcation to separate one from another, a team's win-loss record may influence that. Now, you might say it's unfair, but sometimes the difference between a player making it and not making it is minuscule. I would say this to you, Kevin. I would like to see all... Oh, that's unbelievable. Such a big-time athlete. Levine makes the hardest moves look easy.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Gortat dishes the Wall. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right. The effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it. He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball. Well, even though that's a nice wide open look, it's not a good decision. He would have been better off passing that thing.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Wizards trail by 18. Now Beal, pass to Wall. Shoots over Brown. Gortat, and the second chance effort by Gortat. Gortat's got 9 points here in the second half.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Back to Brown. Outside Levine. Brown right side. Here's Mirotic. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Mirotic has got 5 points now this quarter.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
And Wall kicks to Morris. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Back to Brown. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
DJ not allowing the defense to dictate the action. Instead, he goes on the attack, drives the lane, and forces the foul.
Portis, he's checked in for Chicago.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
Wall passes to Beal. Morris a screen. Beal dishes to Morris. Here's Wall. The good-looking shot from the wing.
You can see the satisfaction John Wall takes in making those jumpers. He continues to improve in that area.
Levine, Gortat with the defensive effort.
I don't think the defense is much of a factor there. He just botches the finish.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Listen, Kelly Oubre comes out of Kansas a little bit as a project. He had unbelievable speed and athleticism and had to impact the game defensively. But he is really starting to expand his role on the offensive end.
And both free throws good for Oubre. And Doris, for Kelly Oubre, you can see the athleticism he has.
No doubt. I mean, the speed is always on display, whether he's on the interior, trying to get out in transition, trying to blow by a defender. Once the finishing catches up, this guy's going to be a nightmare to defend.
Here's Wall. And yes, it's good. Wall's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, sometimes defense can be your best offense. Wall with the pressure got them going.
Brown inside, covered by Wall. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. It's deflected. Lopez kicks to Brown. They double him with Wall. The pass to Levine. Brown against Wall. Feeds it to Gortat. Outside, Wall. Nice ball movement by Washington. Morris with the screen for Wall. Again, the miss by Wall. The Bulls leading by 15. Brown outside. Washington with the rebound.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
In the corner, it's Oubre. 1:58 left in the game. A nice shot by Wall.
If he consistently makes that three-point shot, John Wall's game to me is MVP caliber.
Here's DJ. The shot comes out. Gortat with the defensive effort. Now here's Beal. Left side, Wall. Lopez with the block. Over to the left wing. Valentine wide open. He fires. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. So it's Washington now, down by 12. And Wall kicks to Beal, pulls it from 20, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 8th assist in the game. Well, Chicago has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
Boy, a little bounce in his step on that possession. DJ driving to the cup and playing with purpose.
Wall passes to Beal. There's a screen by Gortat. Shoots off the screen. Offensive rebound. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
I'll tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Bulls.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And in what's been a tremendous year tonight, another example, and he'll push their amazing win total on the season to 68. An outstanding, outstanding season we've watched this team play.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for DJ.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Oubre kicks to Beal. The dish to Morris. From deep, Wall. Pass to Oubre. There's Beal with the 3. Beal with another miss. So the Bulls win it. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they being here and play with just a little more confidence in their opponent.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long.
baby.
DJ, fantastic game.
Thanks.
Listen, Kevin and the guys want to talk to you back at the studio. Right this way.
Let's do it.
Hey, this is Shaq. You've had a great run of games recently and have taken your game up a level. What's been the change that allowed this?
Shaq, I would say it's the focus. I've been trying to cut out distractions during the season and just focus on doing what I can to help this basketball team get the wins. And it's all about taking this team as far as we can go, and at the end of the day, that's what we'll be measured by.
Great answer, dude.
What's up, you guys?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Thanks for joining us. The NBA on 2K Sports rolling right along. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. The regular season starting to wind down. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Charlotte Hornets. So for Charlotte, their last game, a win against Philadelphia. That game was a dominant performance. Always nice to win one going away, but it's just one game, and they'll be ready to go tonight. And of course,
We're in the place they call the United Center in Chicago, the home of the Bulls, where today we'll be broadcasting live. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against the Wizards. Steve, we have a great matchup in the backcourt in this one. What are some of the toughest aspects of defending against guards who can light it up?
The toughest thing is, Kevin, when you have a guard that has it going from behind the line, and he's a guy that drives the basketball. So you're planning for the drive, but he is starting to light you up from behind the line. So you're really in no man's land. You get up on him, he's going around you, then he's knocking down the three. That's when you start yelling, "Help! Help!"
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Kaminsky and Howard, the tall front line. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb, and it's Batum in at the three.
You know, he's a triple threat in the open court. He can beat you from the inside, outside, and everything in between.
Kicks to Walker, over DJ. And it's Walker again missing. On the wing, Levine, over Lamb. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Walker against Brown. Kaminsky sets the pick for Walker. To the paint, he's looking for Howard and finds him. Kaminsky kicks to Walker. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Here's Levine. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Batum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Mirotic, a screen on Walker. DJ dishes to Mirotic. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Fires for three. Hits it from three-point range.
And especially for a big man, the spot of attempt is much easier. Mirotic with plenty of time to set his feet and knock it down.
Howard with a screen on Brown. Walker the pass to Howard. Back to Walker. There's a good screen. Clock at 4, and it hung on the rim but wouldn't fall for him.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
And the layup's good off the glass. Lopez has got his first points of the game.
You love the way Robin Lopez just goes after those missed shots. That's where he can do damage.
Walker against Brown. This one for three. Kaminsky misses. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Walker with it. Picked up by Brown. Walker against Brown. Screened by Howard. And Walker kicks to Kaminsky. Howard in the post. Covered by Mirotic. Howard's shot is good.
You gotta feed Howard the rock when he's in the paint. He commands the ball whenever he has that kind of position.
On the wing, Levine. Brown outside. Mirotic sets the screen for DJ. And finished off by Mirotic.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Screen by Howard. Walker dishes to Kaminsky. No good from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Brown. From outside the arc. He can't get that one. Walker with some nice D.
Well, this Bulls team, the definition of mediocre last season, finished a 41-41 record They decided it was time to trade away Jimmy Butler and go young.
DJ kicks to Mirotic. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And it's 8 points for Nikola Mirotic.
You know, we preach it all the time. Unselfish basketball. DJ making the extra pass to a wide-open teammate.
Now here's Kaminsky, guarded closer. Back to Walker. There's the pick. Shoots over Brown. A second chance effort, and count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Punishing the smaller man inside. Just good fundamental basketball.
Charlotte shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Brown's got his first points of the night.
Sometimes you have to be able to put the ball on the floor. DJ attacking on the drive.
Walker against Brown. And Walker kicks to Kaminsky. Outside, Walker. Here's Lamb. They grab their own miss. Here's Howard. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Howard's got 6. Brown with it. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Washington.
Even though he got fouled a lot, he never lost any of his aggressiveness. He kept making free throws, and in the process, really frustrated the D.
Charlotte's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Howard with a screen on Brown. On the wing, Batum. Screen by Howard. Brown against Walker. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Walker's got his 3rd basket of the night.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Smitty, we have a question sent in by a viewer. They want to know, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what food would you pick? And got anything for that?
You know what? Kevin, that's a good question. There's so many, especially my mom's cooking. But I'm going to go with shrimp fried rice. That's the one I think I would eat for the rest of my life.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting 47% here so far. Carter Williams kicks to Batum. Thomas with the ball, working on Portis. Thomas passes to Batum. From outside, off the mark. Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And they take the lead. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Shot on the wing, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Squaring up from mid-range, Carter Williams with the height to work that in-between area.
Brown dishes to Markkanen. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
You love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
Now here's Batum. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
Holiday with the 3. The Hornets pull it in. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
You know what, though? Not only did they get to the free throw line a lot, but they converted at a high clip.
Their mindset was really to get to the stripe, and they accomplished just that. Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
DJ kicks to Holiday. Back to Brown. Pass to Wells. Buries it from three-point range. Wells has got 5 now.
And Wells has such a quick release. He's ready to pull as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Outside, Batum. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Zeller. Outside, Batum. There's the pick. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And it's blocked by Brown.
And there's a certain art to blocking shots without fouling. DJ with perfect timing.
He's off on that one.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Carter Williams. Thomas gets a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Thomas got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's DJ. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And the Bulls lead by 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Carter Williams against Brown. A nice shot by Zeller.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The dish now to Markkanen. Over Zeller. Another one falls for Chicago. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Carter Williams dishes to Zeller. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Zeller setting the pick for Carter Williams. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Off the dribble drive, one of the best ways in this league to get fouled. DJ taking advantage of it.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the evening. The first one falls. The Bulls making a switch here. And Brown drops them both. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pick by Zeller. Now Carter Williams. Here's Kid Gilchrist. No good on the buzzer beater. We come back right after this. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves.
Basketball, this is my passion, on the court, it's my sanctuary. I want to have fun. The reason I play is to win championships. I take this game very seriously.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Batum and Kid Gilchrist, the rangy wings. Zeller is out there with Lance Thomas. And it's Carter Williams in at the 1 spot. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Wizards put on a show. He finished with 27 points and seemed to be playing in slow motion with a huge number of assists. That was just the latest in a solid string of performances from him. Obviously looking to keep the momentum going here this evening. We'll see how he does, Kevin.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. But we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
It's going to be tough. I'm sure their entire defensive game plan is centered around how to stop him. They're going to be all over him.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Here's Thomas. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Thomas got his second basket of the night.
You like the extra pass. MCW using his height to see over the defense, and he finds the open man.
Here's Felicio, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He likes to work that in-between area, upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
And former Rookie of the Year award winner Michael Carter Williams, their guard. Things have really been tough for him since winning that hardware as he has bounced from team to team. Steve trying to find a spot in the lineup.
Well, MCW, a large part of it, he just isn't a good shooter. He can use his size and his passing to create shots for others. Very good defensively. It ends up being a liability on the offensive end, and that's hurt him.
Got a piece of it. Holiday with the three, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
Bad communication defensively. This is the last guy you want to leave open from there.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. You know, Steve, it seems like players are getting more leeway to shoot, but the one thing coaches cannot stand are turnovers. That's been universal, and for the beginning of the game, talk about how you can cut those turnovers down.
I think for a lot of players, they have to come in and really start to go back to study film. That could definitely cut down turnovers. Next, I think it has to be something that really, it hurts you. I think a lot of guys turn it over and they're like, when we get to the next play, you got to turn the basketball over, and that has to hurt you. And then I think also a lot of guys make the simple play. Don't go for the fences. Go for the bunts, the singles, and if a guy's open, just give it to him in stride versus trying to create a play. A lot of guys sometimes over-dribble and overthink, just make the right basketball play.
And keeping your focus, I would think, too, just like in anything in regular life, keeping your focus on something has got to be just imperative.
And communication, you said it right. You focus, communication, that will cut down turnovers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
On the wing, Lamb, guarded by Levine. And Lamb kicks to Walker. Clock at 6. Here's Levine.
And that one started by the quick hands of Levine, then the good look up court.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Walker. He's coming off a 31-point game against Philadelphia. Here's Kid Gilchrist. The shot missing, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
And you can be sure they will be counting on their reserves to step up again in a big way.
Felicio, and he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Yeah, second chance points. Gotta love the way they...
Hornets trail by 14. Outside, Walker. He dishes it to Carter Williams. Shoots over Wells. Carter Williams can't get it to go.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Here's Thomas. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
Zeller, a screen on Brown. Here's Walker. That will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
And Holiday kicks to DJ. Holiday, a screen on Batum. He hits Brown with the drive. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
And coming off the pick and roll, DJ ready to hit his teammates, has the space to make the shot himself.
And here is Carter Williams. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Outside, Walker, and taken away by Brown. Wells. And so it's Chicago, out in front by 7. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
And that really tests the defense. It's hard to take the right angle on him to contest the shot.
Mirotic at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Zach LaVine is out there with Brown, and it's Valentine in at the 3. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. Here's Walker. He gets it in there. Walker's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Charlotte.
Yeah, well, I mean, once he gets the ball, it's just off to the races.
And you have to like the punctuation at the end of it. Great individual play.
Walker against Brown. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That's on Dwight Howard. Smitty still the most electrifying play in the game, the slam dunk. For your money, who are the more phenomenal dunkers right now in the league?
Zach LaVine is at top of my list.
High flyer, you're right.
LeBron James, Aaron Gordon, those guys.
Antetokounmpo.
Yes. I mean, you talk about guys that are trying stuff that guys don't try in games. Those guys, Russell Westbrook, love to see more of these guys in the dunk contest. But Zach LaVine right now is the top of my list.
He is.
You heard a lot of legends saying Dwight Howard should dominate in the post. I think he still can on the defensive end, not so much on the offensive end.
You know, Steve, even at his peak, Dwight Howard probably dominated more with force than with finesse, perhaps.
You're so correct. He dominated with defense, rebounding, and finishing with power. That was enough to make him a superstar. He's never been the most skilled offensively. He hasn't needed to be.
Hornets trail by 16, and we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, something special is brewing in Charlotte. Point guard Kemba Walker said, "It's a great start. We know how to play with each other, and we love playing with each other. The best thing is how hard we all work. We're going to grow." Kevin?
And that kind of optimism is terrific, David. Thank you. Walker and the Charlotte Crews seem to be a perfect match.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Lamb with the ball, looking for his first basket still in this one. And here's Walker outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
And that one's good by Lopez.
Dropping dimes all night. He's been completely locked in.
Unselfish basketball. That'll make you very popular amongst your teammates.
And the Hornets call time here. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Bulls.
This backcourt is really shouldering the load in terms of the ball movement and great assists. When you look at the overall contributions compared to the bigs, nice work on distributing the ball.
Walker against Brown, and it's sent back by Lopez.
And that is the length of Robin Lopez on display.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Just hasn't had it tonight, but his teammates are picking up the slack.
And Batum kicks to Howard. Howard setting the pick for Walker. Batum passes to Lamb. And it's off from three-point range. Mirotic with it. Kaminsky's there. Good on the bucket. Levine's got 9.
Great play to run for Zach. Off ball, he's quick to catch and elevate.
Brown against Walker. Batum dishes to Walker. Back to Batum. Off the screen, he lays it in. Batum's got his third basket of the night.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Brown against Walker. Dishes it to Mirotic. And a miss there on the triple. Hornets trail by 17. Now here's Lamb. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's blocked by Mirotic. And they get it back. Well, Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Valentine kicks to DJ. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Feeds it to Walker. Now here's Kaminsky, covered by Mirotic. Kaminsky sets the pick for Walker. To the inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Kaminsky's got his second basket of the night. The feed to Levine. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Brown against Walker. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Dwight Howard.
Well, this is what happens when you're pushing the action. DJ draws the foul call.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Felicio's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Denzel Valentine. And it's Jaren Grant in for Levine. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. Ball stolen. Here's DJ. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Batum. Walker with it. Now defended by Grant, and Walker kicks to Batum. But he stays with it. Back to Walker. He feeds it to Batum. Shoots over Brown, and Batum with the basket on the assist by Walker. And it's 9 points for Nicholas Batum.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Here we get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. Number 1, the Bulls.
It's the hallmark of a strong defensive team. When you can keep your opponents to such a low point total, it shows you are setting the pace.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And that one misses. Well, the league has long had a rookie orientation program. People rave about it. It continues to develop and evolve. More recently, Steve, they've created a program for players transitioning to retirement. This is an outstanding idea. What's important with that in your eyes?
I'm glad you brought that up, Kevin. I think the rookie orientation should even start even earlier. I think it should start at the college level. Not saying that everybody's going to make it to the NBA, but it helps you what they give you just in the game of life. And then transitioning to retirement, I think it should be the first day you sign that NBA contract, the transition should start, because it could end with an injury. And obviously we know even if you play a lengthy career, in 10 to 12 years is over.
Like if you were going to talk to a young player and if the player said, Steve, give me one thing that I need to remember as I go through my career and then it ends, what's the one thing, piece of advice you would feed to a young player about what's going to be at the end of this journey?
Well, I think, first of all, there's a couple things, Kevin, and I have to answer. First, you got to keep your value system. Second, financially, you got to understand is make it simple as possible. You're not going to be able to live on the same type of salary for the rest of your life. So if you have a contract, say $20 million, in a simple way, divide that up for like 50 years, because that's how much you're going to need to be able to live off on.
And Holiday kicks to Brown. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, the one thing you'll notice about DJ off the court, almost always wears his headphones, either on his head or around his neck.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far. First one falls for him. And the Hornets making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Hornets trail by 21. Now Batum. He's got 9. Over in the corner, Zeller. From 13. That one rolling around and rims out. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And it's Brown missing. For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Here's Kaminsky. And it's DJ with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 21. There's the 3. And again, no good by Chicago.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Carter Williams. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Kid Gilchrist has got his second bucket.
He did a stellar job throwing his body into the mix and coming up with the easy tip in.
Brown the pass to Felicio. Batum with the steal. To the middle. Wants to get it to Zeller and does. It's hauled in by Brown. DJ's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And as great as Nicholas Batum is, the one issue he's dealt with, Greg, his entire career is staying consistent during games.
And with his skill set, it is hard for Batum to be completely absent. He can play, though, too passively at times when you know what he's capable of. And he's at his best when he is active and aggressive.
Markkanen, he's checked in for the Bulls. Hornets trail by 19. Here's Carter Williams. He kicks it to Kaminsky. The fadeaway, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Checking out the numbers for Batum. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
Carter Williams dishes to Kaminsky. For Charlotte, they have shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line. The free throw drops for Kaminsky. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Chicago leading by 20. Brown inside. Carter Williams covering. Holiday gets the bucket.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pick by Zeller. Carter Williams kicks to Kaminsky. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got 8 points.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
Passes it to Wells. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Kaminsky's got his 3rd rebound on the night. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Carter Williams the pass to Batum. Zeller setting the pick for Batum. 3-pointer. Hits it from 3-point range. 10 points for Frank Kaminsky.
This is where we're going in the NBA right now. Stretch bigs.
Holiday, a screen on Kid Gilchrist. It's Brown with the drive.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the 2-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
And so it's Chicago, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back to the action after this word. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Hornets trail by 18. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. The forwards are Kid Gilchrist and Kaminsky. Carter Williams is out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Zeller in at the 5, patrolling the paint. In transition, here come the Bulls. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
You see the anticipation followed by the quick hands. DJ creating the turnover, gets them in transition.
Valentine's checked in for Justin Holiday.
Boy, is he really getting after it here in the second half, just drawing a ton of fouls.
Carter Williams against Brown. Carter Williams kicks to Kaminsky. They double him with DJ. And stolen by DJ. Can't cash in from close range.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
And so it's Charlotte with it. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Carter Williams dishes to Kid Gilchrist. There's the screen. And there's the pass to Carter Williams. Sinks that one from the post.
You like to see MCW using his size inside.
Brown the pass to Valentine. It's Brown with the drive. Foul on the play, basket count, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Mirotic is checked in for Bobby Portis. And Levine subbed in for Wells. Howard's checked in for Charlotte. Walker comes in for Carter Williams. And the demands of NBA basketball, no secret. The league has taken measures, Steve, to allow players more time for rest, which is good, and more time for recovery, which is better. Less back-to-backs. Do you think more can be done and should be done in those areas?
You know, I know the league is looking at it. The less back-to-backs is fantastic, and I think they're looking at the travel and the recovery. So as more and more they can limit back-to-backs, I think that helps guys recover. I think guys get a chance to be ready to go, because playing a back-to-back is extremely hard. And I think guys on their own are doing a lot to be able to take care of their bodies in the offseason. So I think both the players and league are doing a fantastic job.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
That's what's extending this league. The right plays, right time, and good finishing.
And Zeller kicks to Walker. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. Second chance shot, and Zeller with the lay-in.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Mirotic has a wide-open look. Off target from outside. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Lamb, the offensive rebound.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down. Strong move at the rim, overpowers the smaller defender.
And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Howard. Rebound by the Bulls. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Levine, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And the new CBA hammered out Smitty last season between the league and the players. It really seemed to get done. Adam Silver, a terrific job. Chris Paul leading the players' side. Here's Walker. Over in the corner, Zeller. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Lauri Markkanen. And he makes the first.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Charlotte making a switch here. Thomas is checked in, and so he hits both. Chicago's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Brown the pass to Felicio. Count it, good.
And DJ has great vision on these passes. Remarkable at getting the ball to his guys in their sweet spots.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Zeller, a screen on Holiday. Holiday against Kid Gilchrist. It's good. Zeller's got 6 in the quarter. The Bulls shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Brown against Walker. DJ passes to Felicio. Brown against Walker. Sweet little floater. Walker's got 26.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
DJ dishes to Markkanen. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And this is the first season where we have ads on jerseys in the NBA with the teams. Gut reaction, Steve, now that you've seen the ads on the jerseys, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I don't like it because I know it's going to start to add up. Well, we're not going to even be able to see the player's name and the logos. It's just going to be ads everywhere. I understand it, but I don't like it.
You know, I can see it for practice jerseys. I can see it maybe when you're selling it retail to the fans. But, I mean, isn't there enough advertising already? I mean, that's one of the great things about keep it as pure as possible. I get the European deal, but there's so much money here, it would seem like this is just an add-on that doesn't need to be added on.
Kevin, I'm totally agreement with you. I think practice jerseys, like you said, selling the jerseys maybe, but I think also maybe at the All-Star game, you can fill those guys up for that one game. But I would love to keep it pure, getting a chance to just see those uniforms the way they are.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
This is the result of taking it up strong in the paint. DJ now going to the line.
That free throw good from Brown. And Brown drops them both. 1:04 left to play here in the fourth.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
Well, in a dominant year where we've watched this team battle night in and night out all season long, this will bring their win total to an impressive 69.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DJ.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
The 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And here is Carter Williams. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know. At times, just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Congrats on the win. Now, you got it going offensively. How did you create looks for yourself against the defense?
Thanks so much. I tried to find the spaces and the gaps that they may be slow to cover. You know, when we have the ball moving around like the team did today, it's easy to stay in a rhythm and see plenty of shots, and tonight I was able to convert.
The ball really was moving. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Tired.
A little hungry, too, to be honest with you.
Hey, I am, too.
I want something new, though. Hey, what about Italian?
Nah, that's too heavy. What about some Korean barbecue?
So Italian's too heavy, but you want barbecue?
Korean barbecue.
What's the difference?
You gotta cook the meat yourself on a little grill, and then they also give you cabbage.
So why would I pay to do the work?
What about soul food?
Now you're talking, boo-boo.
Hey, fellas, can I talk to you before you head in town? Hey, look, we got a brutal stretch coming up against some really good teams. No complacency. Let's get ahead and stay ahead. If we fall behind now, we'll be swimming upriver for the rest of the season. Cool? Cool? You fellas enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Awesome. YOLO.
Yeah.
This dude really think he Drake.
So you want to get some sushi?
Y'all didn't just see him do YOLO? Who still says YOLO?